So, with everyone in the room, and since we had to delay a bit, I will just go ahead and do a little bit of a recap. You guys dealt with in the lighthouse, the ruined lighthouse, a couple of oddly paired, very annoying little fey creatures that had kind of nested there. And afterwards, after taking care of that problem, went and spoke to Wilmer, the village elder, basically the elect mayor. There we go. That's the right word for this little island community of Darrow. And he explained to you that the odd fish-like fishmen things, kind of amalgam creatures, had been terrorizing this island as well as ships that were passing through for the past couple of weeks, and asked if given that you'd proven yourselves, maybe you could do something about it. Finding kind of a kindred spirit in you all, he gave you a gift of each of you has this kind of ornate. Mechanically, it's a +1 dagger, and you went to investigate the rumors that had been spread around about the source of the weird amalgam fishman creatures, but you didn't really get too far because there was the whole like, nope, we're not crazy, don't worry about it. He was drinking too much, that kind of reaction. And if I'm not mistaken, you find yourselves here now on the doorstep of one of these quote witnesses to, yeah, we're in Darrow. Witnesses to the sing-songy kind of experience that some sailors had been having after having the door kind of shut in your face. It's about midday. I think you guys have been through the ringer a little bit. So, yeah, however you guys would like to proceed from here. Kieran is just kind of going about town, talking to people, getting the vibe of the place, and Finn is helping work the fields currently.
Personally, I think that we should do some kind of rest.
You are more than welcome to do that. You want to take a short rest? A long rest, I don't think is really. You'd probably have to wait until tonight.
Yeah.
I'm down with a short rest.
I was gonna say, I just kind of noticed whenever I was logging in to look at my character sheet that we're all hurting a little bit.
A little bit. You could sneeze on me and I'd fall.
Yeah, Hakara over here has taken 1 damage. Man, guys, I think we should rest.
I was mostly saying it for Laji, but
Do you see my health?
yeah.
Oh God.
I saw
So
when
you
I was
know.
getting into the character sheet.
So, as a reminder, for short rests, we can take anywhere from like 10 minutes to an hour. And you get to spend as many hit die as you have, /want to, and heal by that amount. And
I'm going to be using physical dice because D&D Beyond hates me for whatever reason.
Yeah, it was rude last time.
Mommy, I
Hold on. So each is 5.
oh, there's something. Can we already? Well, you got. Wait, can I do that? Wait, can I do that?
Oh, there we go.
Wait, can I do that?
So,
I did
how
that.
are we gonna go about taking this short rest?
I won't do that.
Like, is everybody hanging out together? Or are we just like basically cracking a soda and wiping, wiping our brow in the waiting room?
Well, that's one thing I was gonna ask. Is there like I
We
know there's the
never
tavern,
do it.
but are there any almost like cafes around?
That would be the closest thing that fits that description is the. No, I don't want whatever that is. There is the Nature's Bounty Co-op. It is kind of like a little square full of stalls that people are selling what they've grown locally, what they've caught fishing off the island and hunting in the woods, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm sure you could probably get like a coffee. Take a nice little cafe coffee break. Um. So you spend, I'm gonna say about an hour, hanging out, kind of getting lunch, basically a late lunch, and it's at this point that Kieran actually finds you. He's got a small little sack. Looks like he's been maybe shopping about town, and he approaches you all and says to you all, "Hey guys, I have been looking around. I got some fresh fruits and produce, a little bit of stuff that I just thought would be interesting. Not necessarily, your staples and stuff. Just stuff that, excuse me, that we can talk to Finn about maybe incorporating or have a little special treat or something. Whatever. What are you guys currently up to?
We just got finished talking to some locals around town.
Ah, so you figured out why your dreams led us here yet, Hakara?
I have not. That's been the one thing that I can't figure out.
Right. Well, what are you guys up to now? Like, what's the plan for the day?
Right now, we are rested.
I was gonna say, do we want to tell him?
I do not know what the future holds for us. Probably more killing.
He just kind of has a look on his face, like, I don't know why I expected a different answer from Lashu. And he says, I'm sorry for all the back wrinkling, by the way. He says, well, I had an idea, of something we could do. Admittedly, it's not an idea. I've kind of been talking around. I'm very awkward. I'm very new at this whole, people person being a leader, I guess. I had team building games. Are you guys okay with team building games?
Whoa.
What happened?
My Discord just shut down.
Mine did too.
Is the Wi-Fi still on? is back up.
Hello?
I don't see you in there yet. There you go.
Hello, sorry.
No, you're
No,
good.
it like kicked us all out.
I don't know what the hell that was.
I have a team building game. Fuck all of you.
I have a team building game. Leaves.
Was I the only one that dropped?
Nope, it happened to everyone, I think.
Literally
Okay.
everybody got booted.
Holy
For some
shit.
reason, on my computer, it took away all of the channel.
The
for a
whole
second.
server.
Yeah.
The whole server was gone.
It said no, no messages, no anything was in it.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck just happened?
This new Discord update is fucking bonkers, dude.
Yeah, it's been a little fucky.
Anyway.
All right. So
Back to the team building.
he says I've got kind of I've been talking around to some of them, even to Wilmer a little bit. I think he said you guys stopped in earlier this morning. About a thing that we can do to kind of get to know each other a little better. I think it would be cool if we wanted to do it, here we can. If you want to do it more back on the ship, kind of where we're in our own personal space, that's fine. But it's a little game called Two Truths and a Lie, and we all tell two truths and a lie about ourselves, and take turns trying to figure out which one is the lie.
I like it.
Aye, that's a fabulous idea.
Game. Olympic with game member.
I have a hard time lying.
Let's see.
We can put that to the test, here and now, and maybe we'll really be able to learn your tells and stuff, and you never know. He looks around and kind of pulls up a chair to sit at the table that you guys are kind of gathered around now, and a very tall, thin, elven woman who has been waiting on you all takes his order, and he sets his sack down and pulls out a handful of these, like, the closest thing I can think to describe them is that they look like eclairs almost, but where they usually there's like a chocolate glaze. Instead, it's kind of a fruity, bright red colored kind of fruit glaze over top of them, and he kind of hands them out and says, I hope no one's allergic to cherry.
Nope.
Good. We've got quite a few more. I saw them on discount over on one of the stalls, and they looked incredible. Well, I guess to get this underway, I guess I'll start. So, this is very hard. I didn't. Does anyone else want to start? I thought I could start, but I don't. I'm kind of nervous about it.
I can go.
Okay, Hakar. So what are your two truths and a lie?
Okay. My first one is I was orphaned as a child and lost in the Fey realm for a while. My second one is I have such childlike wonder that I don't realize how powerful I am. And my third one is I can control all fungi around me.
I mean, personally, I'm gonna say I think the lie here is the childlike wonder. You seem to really know your abilities super well. I don't know.
I do not know.
Does anyone else have a guess?
I'm gonna say 3. The mushrooms.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
I
thinking.
think I agree. I am unsure that you actually know your own power.
You guys are all correct.
Well, except for me, that would be.
Yeah. So, Hakara does have abilities to control spores, but not all fungi. And I do have the childlike wonder for her to where she doesn't really realize how powerful she is.
Nice.
Let's see. Eode, you made that first correct guess. Do you want to go next?
Sure. Number one, I was self-trained with my weapons. 2, that I have befriended a quote-unquote pet crow in the woods where I grew up. And 3, that I was left on the doorstep of the tavern that I grew up in.
Ooh.
Those are very good ones.
I do not believe you to be self-trained.
You know what? I would have to go with that too. You seem very skilled with your weapons. It seems not likely that you're not necessarily an amateur, but no classical training.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say...
you guys would be right. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
You guys would be right though. I did have some mentoring to learn how to wield my weapons accurately.
Yes. Laji knows better.
Speaking of Laji, would you let? And he's saying this as Laji over his shoulder. You see a Eladrin man, though not dressed in as much finery as you would expect, because even the lowest level of society, the Eladrins kind of hold themselves with a lot of pride and grace. Even if you find a sanitation worker Eladrin, he's still gonna wear a polo by his own choice every day. And this guy is just kind of in kind of schlubby clothes. And he looks a little frustrated and upset as he's approaching. And you have a couple seconds to respond. He does, have both of his hands balled up in fists as he's approaching.
So he looks as though he might have intention.
Yes.
One would assume just at a glance that he has some sort of intention.
Yes, that is completely fair.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna roll an intimidation check. I'm gonna stand up and face him, holding my hand on the handle of my axe.
Cool. You notice as you do so, Kieran just stops mid-sentence and looks around behind him. Go ahead and make your check for me.
All right, let me find my intimidation plus. I forget what it is.
+6.
Okay, yes. All right, 21 total.
Beautiful.
Oh.
So this guy stops short, and he is, he continues his path up towards you all as a group, and you notice he's only making eye contact with you, Laji, as you have, stood up and kind of made your stance, and he does continue to approach and stops about 3 or 4 feet, just an uncomfortably close, but not necessarily too close distance. And he says to you through clenched teeth, Wilmer says you're doing good here. But I know you. I know your kind. It's no coincidence that my children are gone, and you show up. Tell me they're okay.
You want me to tell you your children who I've never met? Okay.
You know your
You believe
ilk.
me.
You know what happens to children around your...
You believe me to be the same sort of monster as you?
You know
Do
what?
not think so low. I will kill you where you stand.
Bucky is now on his feet.
He shrinks down a bit, and he says in a calmer, lower voice, but there's still a lot of edge and tension in his voice. And I would deserve that, but I left that behind, and I just want to know that my kids are okay. I want to find my kids. It seems no coincidence. You know your ilk. You know your...
Mickey, quit.
I know yours. Who's to say you haven't done something with your own children? Looking for someone to blame, and I'm the easiest one to do so.
It's not your Orcish heritage that I'm... It's your Eladrin heritage.
You tread thin ice.
I know. I know I do. And I have every day since I left that godforsaken crew of his. I dare not speak his name.
I dare you to.
Did Goran send you? Is this a ploy?
I do not speak to the man. As far as I know, he should be dead.
Right. Wilmer is off in the distance. He's maybe 80 yards away. You can see him kind of limping his way hurriedly towards this interaction. And this man says to you, look, I mean not to cause a ruckus. And the square around you, by the way, is silent. Like, everyone has stopped and turned. But you know what he does. He makes the young men fight, and I dare not speak of what he does with the young women.
Here.
And then you would have known what I have done.
I don't know you, I just know your face, unfortunately.
I feel they've probably filled you with bullshit lies about me.
I don't know you from Adam, but I know you're one of his.
I eat it. I would.
He looks as if he's struggling to find words, and Wilmer, throughout this exchange, has been moving ever closer, and he finally gets there. Wilmer's cloudy eyes look up at this man, and he puts his hand on his shoulder, using his axe cane, putting it like using the butt of it still as if it were a cane, but placing it between the two of you. And he says, says to the guy, "Now, Doran, I hoped you wouldn't. He's not of that ilk. Blood is blood, but no longer for him. He and they have proven themselves. You shouldn't be making a scene like this. Go home. He has done nothing with your children. We will find your children. They're likely gone in the woods somewhere. They're young and mischievous. It's not the first time that kids go missing for a couple of days around here. They'll always show up. Just go home for now and calm down." And the guy looks up at you again, Laji, because you stand a good half a foot taller than him. Excuse me. And he just nods and not necessarily whispers, kind of under his breath. Sorry for causing a scene. I'm not in my right mind right now. Sorry. And he just turns and kind of slouches away.
Hold on. How much money do we have total?
I have not given you any extra, so whatever you had from your heritages.
Damn, I don't have any.
Hold on.
Shit.
You have 5
I was
gold.
gonna. Oh, okay.
You
how much would a
Elijah
drink?
does.
How much would a drink at the tavern cost?
Oh, like 5 copper.
Okay.
And that's their like top shelf stuff. So.
Okay. I'd like to find 5 copper within somebody's inventory if I don't have it, and toss it to him and tell him to go get a drink and calm himself down.
I will donate a silver to this cause.
I believe a silver is 10 copper. So if you want to just give him the silver, that's fine. But
Yeah. I'd like to toss the silver to him and tell him to go get a drink and blow off some steam elsewhere.
He says, I appreciate the gesture. You already seem to have proven yourself a better man than he. And, yeah, he walks away. Wilmer, is, after a few moments of tense silence, as he's walking away towards the I believe I called it the Noxious Cauldron. Wilmer actually digs in his pocket and holds out 4 copper, and he says, I can pay you back more for the change later. That's just all I have on me.
He's giving that to me.
Holding it out to whoever.
I won't accept it.
So I was gonna say, if Bucky was the one that gave the silver, he'll probably gesture it out to Bucky.
Bucky sticks his hand up and he kind of waves him. He's like, "No, I'm all good. Thank you."
Right. Well, do you all maybe want to Most of them are a bit more private, so we can discuss what just happened, or do you even want to address it? Because that won't happen again, not in my town, I guarantee it. He's not even really looking at anyone in particular. He kind of has his head down. He looks embarrassed.
One
Buggy
question.
looks over at Lovey.
Say again?
One question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Laji. What's your question?
How did that man know my heritage?
Daddy. Here.
He leans in really close to you and whispers, actually, I'm gonna need anybody who isn't Laji to either pretend you didn't hear this, or make a perception check if you want to try and hear it. But like, Wilmer is actively, very quietly trying to whisper to Laji what he's about to say. So
17.
I got a 15.
Everybody.
Daddy.
I'm gonna go get my cool.
Beautiful.
I'll let y'all have it.
Okay. Bucky, you can make it out. Hikari, you're not gonna try?
No.
Okay. Bucky, you can make it out. But what Wilmer says is
Oh, that's me.
he used to work for him, but decided at some point that that life wasn't cut out for him. It was too cruel. It was too dark a life for him. He used to be a part of the setup. I don't. He used to be a part of the operation that
enslaved me. Yes.
Yes. There's this. I'm sorry. There's no delicate way to say it.
There is no need to be delicate. I threw delicacy out the window the first time I killed a man.
He nods his head. He says, "Yeah, I got this limp. I didn't get this limp through sitting around. We've all seen darker times. Obviously, I think he suspects that you were sent here by him.
No. No.
And he truly knows nothing about me.
At this point, Wilmer kind of looks up, noticing the crowd that is still dead silent, and he says, calls out, almost in a shout, to everyone who is, stock still at this point. Well, don't you have better business to do than make fun of a grieving man? And everybody kind of is like, oh, shit, and kind of shuffles back about their business. People milling about, having lunch, selling their wares, etc., etc. And he says, Wilmer says back to you again in a more quiet voice, we have reason to believe that he may be nearby. And, my friend back there, he's a bit paranoid about it. Like he said, his 13-year-old son, his 10-year-old daughter, they've been missing for 2 days. But like I said, I don't think it's anything major. Kids go and play in the woods and get lost. It happens. We usually almost always find them. In fact, as long as I've been acting mayor, there have never been any children taken or, any nothing aside from a cold has befallen any of my townsfolk. But if you would like to discuss that, we can. though I'm going to insist in a more private place. And without waiting for a response, he turns.
Okay.
Kieran.
I guess live just follows.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anybody else will be allowed to follow.
I mean, definitely anyone can.
I'll go with.
Where?
For real. Don't know what's going on. Because Biscuit has
You're no more well informed than anyone else.
Okay, then I guess Kokara would get up to follow.
Cool. Bucky coming along?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Kieran, is like, I think I'll leave you guys to this. I'm gonna go, check in with Finn. He takes another bite of his, like, weird, different, fruity eclair, a sip of his tea, and, leaves, a handful of coin on the table. Walking away. So, Wilmer leads you back to your home, to his home. And again, you find yourselves in this kitchen. And he says, he addresses you all standing around his, like, little dining room area that you were in before. And he says, Laji, I apologize for the scene. I don't know I don't know how to address this all. But I guess, with that out in the open, why are you here? Are you working for him? Are you sent by him?
I just happened to end up here by mere chance, following the dream of a seer.
He reaches up and scratches the scruff on his chin, and he says, I wish that I could say that's strange, but, it's the world we live in here on this side. Here in the wilds on the Opal Sea.
As far as I knew, the man you speak of died in the revolt I started.
Right, well, then I see no further need to discuss it. But with that note, I think the air would be a lot more comfortable around here if you all finished up your business and made your way. I'm not running you off, I want to be clear. I just think that there's a lot of tension in the air now, and if we remove part of that tension, it would falter away. So look after my townsfolk. I don't want people thinking that boogeymen are hiding around the corner. That being said, I would like to say the thing we discussed earlier today, the witch or sea demon, whatever it is that is creating these amalgams, I would like to officially say that I will pay you very handsomely to take care of this and then be on your way. Consider it a parting gift of sorts.
I assume then that you expect us never to return after some payment is received.
Not necessarily never, but give us some space.
This is fair. You are only trying to protect your people. But know this, the thought, or lack thereof, of the existence of the boogeyman does not prevent the existence of the boogeyman. Whether your people are afraid of him or not, he will come when he means to and strike anyone he wants.
And for each strike that he lays, I'll lay one of my own. And he kind of not half-heartedly,
I take it.
playfully. There's the word. Playfully brandishes his axe cane and says,
I take
"It may be
it.
hard for me to walk, but I can push through it to protect those that I care about. I never asked for this role, but I accepted it, and I'm gonna have to live up to it."
Very quickly, how close am I to him?
How close do you want to be? You're in this kind of dining room, so like max distance probably 15 feet. Even up to as close to sitting right beside him.
I want to be close enough to make an attempt to test his reflexes. I want to throw a punch or something toward him and stop just before to see if he's able to stop me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
What
how
sort of a
about
check would I need to make?
make an unarmed attack?
Unarmed attack. Okay. I don't want to actually hit. I want to stop just before hitting.
Yes, and on top of that, I'm going to ask someone who isn't me or isn't Logi to roll a D100 for me.
Unarmed attack. Okay. 19 plus 6 is 25.
Not well.
I rolled a 59.
Okay.
Cool. So,
What in the world?
what was your attack?
25 total.
Okay, cool. And that was a 59 on the D100, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So you notice that he notices the punch coming, but not in enough time to really do anything about it. And after you've stopped short, he kind of flinches away, just a split second. But it was enough that you definitely kind of startled him. At which point he stands up with his chair kicking back, and he says, kind of shocked, "Now, boy, what was that?"
I had no intent of harming you. I merely wanted to see for myself the man who claims to be the guardian of such a place. Who protects him? I saw no one rush to your aid, and you weren't even able to stop me. What happens when you are gone?
I wish I could answer that, but I never planned on being here in the first place.
Neither did we. And yet here we are, being pushed out
I don't get me. Daddy?
of what seems to be the only civilized place we have been able to locate
Daddy.
so far.
You said yourself you've got a seer with you. You'll find more places.
Is that the
Sorry I missed that last one.
apologies? I said that is that then. Apologies and the utmost respect given to a man of your position.
I would just like to point out to you, sir. I never said I was a seer. Just happened to see this in my dreams. I can't control it.
I've never met a seer before, but that sounds like a seer to me.
That's why I called her one.
Um, with that, he kind of the polite like, well, I should be getting ready for bed now. You know, that kind of politely kicking you out of his house. Yeah.
Out of his
I guess we
town.
all must go now.
Out of his town.
Right. Well, the best I can tell you is that the island that was, apparently spotted that the singing was coming from, is about 3 miles southwest of here by ship. You should, hell, be even able to see the island on the horizon.
We'll
And-
find it, return your people, and be on our way.
Right, well, I look forward to that. And he kind of shuts the door behind you all.
I have a request before he closes the door, but I kind of need a group decision on this.
Okay.
So I want a proposition that someone from this island comes with us, only because they don't really give a crap whether or not we die. They just want those monsters dead. We should have not like a tax, but we should bring something precious to them, as well as getting the children back.
I'm down.
I can't do it.
Seems oddly cruel, but
yeah,
I like
I'm
it.
okay with that.
Well, because what I'm seeing is the mayor is like, yeah, go ahead and get rid of these monsters. They never come back to my island.
Yeah, I understand what you're going for. You're basically collateral, is what you're looking for.
Right.
I dig that. How would you go about doing that? Like, do you want
Okay.
to speak to Wilmer about it, or, you know?
Yes, like as we're all walking out, Bucky's gonna be the last one out, and he's got 1 foot out of the door before he kind of pauses and turns around, and he goes, one question for you, Wilmer. It might be kind of dangerous for us to travel alone. Do you mind sending a compatriot with us?
He gives you a brief moment of silence and a look that says, "What are you up to?" And he says, "What kind of compatriot would you be looking for?"
Oh, well, someone to recognize the children, of course. We know that we're looking for small people, but we don't know who we're looking for.
Another brief moment of silence with the "What are you up to?" look. I mean,
I will. Do you want me to roll persuasion or perception?
roll a persuasion for me. And he says, "Well, it makes sense to me." You know, he's got kind of a
Furrow the brow, itching his beard.
21, 16 plus 5.
right. Well, I can suggest someone, but you know, obviously they don't have to go with you if they don't want to. I think,
Oh, no. Oh, go ahead.
I think our best candidate would be Josephina. She sells the dairy for her husband, who works a bit farther inland. He raises the wild boars, you see. You know, the boar milk, and they have some chickens and so. Anyways, she makes and brings candy for the kids. She would be the most likely to recognize kids and also, you know, hold her own in a fight if need be.
Alright, pause. Another group decision here, guys. Out of character group decision. to assist in the enticing of this person who may or may not actually come with us. I've thought of something that we offer whatever payment that what's his name?
Wilmer, like
Wilmer has offered.
Valderrama.
Yeah, whatever payment Wilmer has situated for us, go to the person we bring.
That's fair.
I like it.
Me too.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Then continue, and when I find an opportunity, Laji's gonna pipe up and say that.
Wilmer continues. Yeah, Josephina. She, you should find her in the co-op, about the square somewhere. You'll recognize her. She's got she's got very long, very dark red hair that very thick. Everyone recognizes her for her hair.
You say she may be a little apprehensive in coming. She has a family.
Oh, she's got her husband, yes, but I believe her kids are adults now, out on their own.
All right then. Well, if you get to inform her before we do, tell her that any payment you have for us goes to her after we return her and anyone else we find out there.
Oh, well, I was going to send you to go find her. Feel free to tell her that yourself.
Would you mind drafting up a note with your signature so that I have some sort of formal contract of this so I don't look like I'm just bullshitting my way through it?
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, he kind of limps back into his dining room, the room that you've all been meeting in, and shuffles through some drawers, pulling out a sheath of paper, not sheath, of paper, and pulls a quill and a ink pot and shakes it. And he says, all dry. Any of you happen to have a well of ink?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, do we have a wall?
I think someone does. If not, it's just gonna take him a second to go get some more. He just,
Hold on, let me see.
I do not.
Nope, I don't either.
Go down.
I do not.
I have a map or a scroll. Would that count? An ink?
yeah, that would be, that would have that would have ink with it.
I have an ink pen, and I also have an ounce bottle, and I have a case map or scroll.
Excuse me.
That sounds like an inkwell to me.
Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. Ooh. Breathing the wrong way, I guess. He takes the ink from you, and he basically just jots down like Wilmer Darksteel, mayor of Darrow, designates a gold reward of 40 gold for the retrieval and safe retrieval and recovery of the local, kids around town. Something along those lines. Like he drafts it up for you.
Fair. I move that either Eode or Bucky take the note.
I
Bucky
can take it.
seeming to be an easygoing, and then Eode has a feminine appearance? Question mark.
Semi, yeah.
Okay. Seems to be a easier thing when females interact with feminine people. Not sure how to say that. I'm not sure how to word that. I'm sorry.
No, I Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're being respectful about it. You're not speaking from a place of hatred. You're speaking from a place of
No, I'm trying to word it in a way that's inclusive, I guess is a good way to say it.
Yeah, no, you're trying. Trying is all that matters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
100%.
So yeah, with that note, do you guys want to just go ahead and go seek her out? Do you have anything you want to do before you do seek her out?
Right after the door closes, I would like to cast message for Wilmer and just say something to him real quick.
Oh.
Dope. Do it. Yeah.
Okay, so just so everybody knows what message does, who's new to this spell, you point your finger toward the creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast a spell through a solid object if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So I'm familiar with him and the door is just closed. I'm gonna
Well
say I'm gonna say we will keep Josephina and the children safe, and we will return as soon as possible. I promise you that.
And as a quick response, you hear his voice back, saying, "I plan on holding you to that."
Sweet. That's all I wanted.
I like that. Okay. Matter of fact,
I'm not gonna lie, that whole interaction in there was really cool for me.
good. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are enjoying stuff so far. So, you guys wander over to the square again. And sure enough, it doesn't take long. There's this human woman. She stands about 5'6". Kind of a curvy, motherly figure. She appears to be maybe in her early 50s. And of course, you know, she has this huge, long shock of just carrot, you know, like orange red hair. And she is, you know, actively actually handing out some little sweets to some children walking past as you guys approach. Hi, is there something I can do to help you all?
I think Hakara would kind of go up and ask if she could have a sweet.
She's looking up at you because you're, what, 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
And she says, I mean, usually yeah, sure.
Lazi was standing by watching the children play and frolic and whatever they do.
They're just kind of running around, splashing around in the fountain, throwing clumps of weeds at each other. Just general kid mischief. Hakara, do you eat the sweet?
Yes.
It tastes of honey and fresh milk.
This is very delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we were kind of told By. Is it? I can't remember.
Wilmer.
Okay, Wilmer. That you might be able to come with us on a trip to save some kids.
Well, I'm not busy right now, if that's what you mean.
And then I'll step forward and offer the note from Wilmer. And just, explain that he wrote it for her.
She takes it and she goes, "Oh, thank you." Mumbling a bit as she reads it. Oh, that's a lot of gold for Wilmer. I mean, this looks like his signature. I've seen his official stamp before. If he is giving you the go ahead and suggested me, yeah, I'll tag along. Can we start fresh in the morning? I live an hour inland. I can't just vanish. I have to go talk to my husband.
Yes, of course.
Right, well,
We would like to have a rest as well.
perfect. So, we'll meet at the docks first thing in the morning?
Yes.
Perfect. I may even be able to procure a sleeker ship to sail. Where are we sailing to?
Just an island nearby.
Right, okay.
We don't really know the name of it.
Well, the nature of the sea, the islands come and go almost daily. You can't really keep track of them. Right, well, I'll see you guys first thing in the morning then. And she kind of almost waits to be dismissed.
Yes. We'll see you in the morning.
Perfect.
Okay, let me take them.
And she walks away.
Yay!
That was
At this
really
moment, if anyone happens to be looking at Raji, he's smiling as he's looking on these children.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I love that you somehow shortened a one-syllable name. No, I'm legitimate. I legitimately like it. That's fun. I'm not just making fun.
Raji's got a soft spot for any children. It's about the only soft spot he has.
So, how do you guys want to spend the rest of your day? It's probably like 3 or 4 p.m. So you have a decent amount of day ahead of you. Though alternatively, you are allowed to just say, "Hey, let's wrap it and start start in the morning."
I mean, I don't know about you, but that's a lot of time to drink.
Raji would join you if you did.
I mean, top shelf being about 5 copper a glass, 1 gold gets you 4 glasses.
4 brewskis, please.
Actually, hold on, I think that's wrong. I think that gets you a lot more.
Yeah.
30
Uh,
brewskis, please.
10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1
Yeah,
gold.
2
so-
silver would be 4 drinks.
Yeah, you guys, with what you have, can get pretty plastered if you want.
I'm down with drinking with Bucky.
It's party hardy. We gotta go fight stuff tomorrow. Let's bunker down for now.
Perfect, I love it. Constitution saves all around for people who are going to be party drinking.
All right. You love it. This is a
Constitution saving throw.
son of a bitch. Give me a second. I need to pull up my page again and
The
reload it
laugh.
in properly.
The
So my
laugh that
cons-
Jax just did.
well, so my constitution is a +2. That'd be a 3.
Oh no. Oh no.
I gotta roll. Hold on. I'm sorry. You said a saving throw?
Correct.
Alright, let me see this. Hold on. Okay, alright. 9 total.
Right.
Oh, we're getting crunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
absolutely. But I've got a fail safe. You don't.
So it's about. I'm gonna say it's about 4 a.m. And anyone who is sober experiences Laji and Bucky kind of falling all over each other. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but I imagine a lot of like bro speak happening
Absolutely. I'm down with it.
between
Hey,
the
bro.
two as they're like barely standing on each other, making their way back to the ship to pass out for the night. Feel free to roleplay that as much as you would like.
Hey, bro, did you know that sunflowers look towards the sun?
Wow. I had no idea.
You know what happens when
Yeah.
there's no sun?
What?
They look at each other. You are my sunlight, bro.
Bro.
I am so
Did you know that when eagles mate, they fly up and lock talons and then fall straight to the ground? And if they do not finish their mating ritual before they hit the ground, they just die together?
Whoa. I want to mate like an eagle.
Me too.
So I got the first one, but this escalated very quickly.
You know, this makes me think of a good song. Oh, there once was a sea that was put to ship, falls off the dock.
Fucking no! Dodged in after him.
Yeah. So that was good. That was so good. You guys managed to make your way back up onto the ship and pass out for the night. Everybody can.
I want to note that I do not make it to my bed.
Oh, I
Fair,
imagine. Yeah, I imagine that you guys are on the rug, soaking wet, covered in seawater, and yeah.
I'm top deck. I climbed up the ladder and passed out next to the helm.
I might find myself in the storage area, wherever barrels of alcohol would be stored.
More?
Laji's a half-orc paladin. His constitution is insane. Right. So, everyone can take this opportunity to take a long rest if they want. Yeah, go ahead and take a long rest is what I'm telling you.
That was funny.
That was amazing.
Long rest.
This-
minus
so
2
far,
minutes.
So far, this whole session has been really fun for me.
I love
All
it.
aspects being covered.
Yeah, this whole session's been great. I'm enjoying myself.
I'm so excited to leave in the morning and find out what we are gonna be fighting.
I'm so ready to not remember tomorrow morning or last night. I mean.
Speaking of, I need you both to make Bucky and Elijah to
Elijah.
make just one more Constitution save for me.
Hold on a minute.
13.
Holy shit. 9. Again.
It's okay. You both only take 2 bludgeoning damage from the headache that you have.
That's fair. Are you sure it wouldn't be psychic damage?
Well, psychic is regretting it. The bludgeoning
Oh.
is from your brain pounding against your skull.
Do that.
Okay, that's fair. 2 damage. That's fair.
All right. So, actually, before you guys even are up and at 'em, even the earliest of you, sitting in the bay, nearby, in fact, just one dock down, is this sleek 8-person little, almost looks like a speeding sailing boat, like a speeder sailing boat, and stood in it, or rather sat on the what do you call like the wall of the ship, the raised part that is at the deck? Bulkhead. She sat there digging through a sack in the early morning twilight, waiting for you all.
I got candy.
I think Hakara would grab her stuff and head over to her. Because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first people up usually.
Yeah, usually. I think you usually are.
I would probably see if we have any kind of breakfast to take over to her, and I would take it to her as a thank you for the sweet she let me have yesterday.
Yeah, you are able to bring her like Finn is always up first thing in the morning making breakfast. Able to bring her some sourdough toast that he has made with a few strips of boar bacon, and she says that you bring it to her. Oh, this is a fresh slaughter. Jerry actually, I think I'm pretty sure he did this one yesterday. Gosh, I love the fresh meat and the dough. I believe this is Elle. I'm pretty sure she makes the sourdough around here, but you never know. You never know. She takes a bite, not looking directly at you.
Well, I'm so glad that you like it. Do I need to go and get the others?
In their own time. And yeah, unless anyone else has any specific first thing in the morning rituals.
Yes, I have a question for
Elijah. Go ahead.
Hakara, when you were getting off of the Mozu, did you step over the hungover half elf or did you wake him up?
I stepped over.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I mean, what time would you say it is right now, Kane?
When you wake up, probably 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay, so I feel like Hakara would have heard them come home last night. So she knew that they got there just recently. So she'd just step over them. I do have a question for her.
Yeah.
I would just like to ask her what exactly made her decide to come with us?
She says, well, I love the kids. Mine are on their own now. But, I can hold my own, and I just wanted to help out. Wilmer vouches for you guys, then I'm okay with helping you out. What do I do? Stand at a stall all day and give kids sweets as they walk past? I could use a little excitement in my life. It's been a while.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming along with us. Especially since you don't know us from Adam.
Well, like I said, if Wilmer vouches for you.
I suppose he does.
Lazy meanders in at the smell of cooking food. Stomping, not being quiet about his presence at all.
Yeah, Finn already has a mug, a bit of hair of the dog in it. Some freshly brewed coffee, Irish style.
Greasy food.
Yes, there's big thick slabs of of bacon, and lots of fresh eggs done, scrambled and left a little bit runny, so you can kind of sop it up with the toast.
Is there still cooking grease in the pan?
Oh yeah, I imagine so.
Okay. Laji is going to take whatever plate has been made for him, walk over to the frying pan that has grease in it, and pours it over his eggs. Not all, just a healthy amount.
Yeah. I like it.
I like the phrase "a healthy amount of grease."
Yeah, a healthy amount of bacon grease.
Oh yeah, I made sure I said that as wrong as I could.
I was gonna say that I would also be up at this point,
Beautiful.
so I would be getting some breakfast as well.
Awesome. Bucky, you are awoken by the sounds of stomping, and as you gather yourself, you see Eod making their way into the kitchen area, and across the bay, Hakara is having a little conversation with Josephine. I believe I said her name was.
Yep, Josephina. I wrote it down.
Awesome.
Herb, what are you doing?
Good thing somebody.
Well, I appreciate
haven't
the
posted
note
them. I've
takers
been taking
because I appreciate the note takers because sometimes I have to come up with NPCs that didn't exist before you guys asked for them.
Oh yeah, I got you. I think after this too, like maybe in a day or two, I'm gonna watch all the YouTube videos and kind of take more notes.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's why they're there. They're mainly there for me to fucking remember stuff or go back and revisit the stuff that I don't remember.
Have we forgotten about our sage friend?
Sage, when you all landed, he said he was going to wander the island a while and kind of get in touch with nature, as he's still getting used to being around a lot of people.
Okay, fair enough. That covers him.
That's the last time we're ever gonna see him.
Alive. Probably been mauled to death or some shit.
No,
No, he's strong. He's a good wizard.
I wouldn't do that to you guys.
I have it.
Okay.
Not in the non-horror campaign.
Doesn't have to be horror.
No, fair enough. Anyways, so yeah, you guys are able to
That
enjoy
is natural.
a nice healthy breakfast and not worry about one of your fan favorites dying in the woods. Right. So, Josephina has, excuse me. Excuse me, I was drinking Dr. Pepper. It is the burpiest soda. She has gathered some maps and spoken to the brothers with the rest of her day. And she'll brief you all a little bit, just like, so I spoke to Wilmer, and then he told me to speak to his nephews. They said, they gave me a general location for the island, pointed out on a map where it would be, and she holds up what's basically a bar napkin hand-drawn map that like says you are here, bad scary island here. And she says, I know it's not much to go on, but I figured you got here, you're sailors, you can figure this out. I'll be here to offer you as much help as I can, but
Well, let's go.
Don't worry, Josephina. For the navigation, you have nothing to worry about. And Bucky kind of does like a not like a power pose, but he does like a very confident stance, and he looks over at Hikara too.
now is the time when everybody starts rolling that one survival checks.
Please no.
No. But I will ask.
I'm not using D&D Beyond. What do you mean?
I will ask for someone to make a survival check to steer the ship and navigate.
I got you, boo.
To be clear, I'm asking for 2 separate rolls. That can be 2 different people or what, but they're both survival rolls. Jesus.
Well, I have a +4 survival.
And
I got a plus jack shit.
What the heck?
I believe since it's navigation and coastal, that would give you advantage. You have some kind of bonus because navigation and favored terrain.
I would think so because pretty much every other situation when it comes to dealing with the terrain, I'm at advantage.
22, baby.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Perfect. Well, between those two, it's not a terribly hard check because it is very close by. As a matter of fact, you've only been traveling for about 15 or so minutes when you see this almost like midnight black dot that is, you would recognize as an island on the horizon. Traveling, sure enough, southeast, I think I said. Whatever I said earlier. And as you get closer and closer, you notice that the water around this island, as you get within maybe 400 or 500 yards, is staler, more stagnant. There's the occasional, dead fish. There's even a few dead gulls as you get even closer, within 100 yards or so, to the point that you're kind of overwhelmed by this stench of rot and decay that surrounds this island. You are able to, you think, dock on the beach without having to, take a smaller boat in or anything. But I'm not going to, ask you to make that decision right now. When you get close enough to see what's happening, you see this kind of gray, stony beach. It's not a sandy beach. It's like pebbles, and it butts up it's a very short beach, maybe 10 feet of beach area that butts up directly to a obsidian, and when I say obsidian, I mean actually the material obsidian wall that has all these edges and nooks and valleys, and it's got this almost like Swiss cheese look to it, and it soars upwards straight up, probably 60 feet. Close to the top, about 50 feet up, there's a huge hole that distinctly, this early in the morning, when there's still a little touch of darkness in the air, you notice has some light, very faintly, coming from it. The rest of these holes, there is some very faint light in a few of them, but it's very distinctly, obviously, some sort of moss, whereas the light that you're seeing from this one very large hole is the light of torchlight. Waves crash violently against the shore. All along the shore on the beach, there are dead, decaying fish. Gulls are going after it. There's a lot of noise, and the stench is overwhelming.
So I'm assuming that the ultimate goal will be to climb towards this light in the cave. Am I correct in assuming that, everybody?
I feel like yes.
Yeah, that would be a safe assumption.
Okay.
I will say, just for clarity, in case, the cliffside, this sheer obsidian cliff face, it's riddled with different like cave mouths and holes and openings. None quite as big as the one that I mentioned, and the one that I mentioned seems hand carved, whereas the rest seems, worn down over time and abuse of the sea.
Okay, so the other ones are more natural looking.
Yes. What is everyone's passive perception, please?
Passive perception. 14.
10.
Okay, so Hakara and Io, you notice that there is a very faint whistling kind of humming noise on the air. Almost like blowing across the top of a ceramic jug.
Oh, okay. From all of the holes. Okay, cool. Very cool. I want to check the wall, like the little pockmark holes in the wall, to see if they, one, are big enough to be used as handholds, and two, if they're going to be so sharp that we cut ourselves on the obsidian.
Yeah, so, yeah, you think if you go about, like, I'll get for free without a check, you think if you go about it the right way, you can probably definitely use the natural pitting as handholds and footholds. So far as the sharpness, I mean, your best guess is probably, yeah, you'd have to be careful, but you're not really certain.
Okay. Let me see. Because I'm thinking to protect our hands that we would need something to like wrap around them.
Ooh, let me see what I might have in my bag.
I was gonna say, like, the only thing that I have is maybe rope. Oh, just kidding. I don't have any of that. I used that already.
I have a blanket.
Well, as long as it wasn't like you burn it, yeah, you can continue to use it's. I feel like rope is a not one use thing,
Oh, okay, cool.
You have a
Then
blanket,
in that case, I have some rope.
I will say also, Hikara, you have your vestments, which is basically a spare set of clothing.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I also have 2 water skins.
I will say, well, that's gonna make it worse on you, probably.
Yeah.
So, if someone wants to make it to the hole and drop down a rope, it would be the right length, and it would give everyone else advantage on their check to make it up.
I mean, I'm willing to try and scale the wall.
I feel like either you or Bucky would be the ideal ones to do so, being that you're probably both the nimblest.
Well, and I think we're both significantly smaller than the 2 of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm 7 feet tall, so.
Well, I mean, depending on how you want to go about it, I say acrobatics or athletics. You know, if you're going to be very what's the word I'm looking for here?
Dexterous.
Yeah, like if you're going to do it very skillfully, very climbing the sails and rigging and stuff style versus just brute forcing, grabbing a handhold and hauling yourself up. I feel like that the hauling yourself up is more athletics, whereas the very spider monkey style is very acrobatics.
Fair.
Okay. Well, I have a +3 for acrobatics.
Sweet. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me. Let me go ahead and find my DC
Okay.
here because I don't.
I'm gonna do it acrobatically as well because it's a +5 versus a +0 for.
I know I had a -1 for athletics. I got an 18.
18 is enough to do it.
I rolled an 18, which got me 23.
Nice.
Beautiful. Between the 2 of you, you're actually able to very skillfully climb it, and even getting to the top of the hole, find a kind of... Oh god, I can never remember which one is which. Stalagmite or stalactite, whichever one is coming up from the ground.
And I don't remember the damn... There was a phonetic way of remembering.
There's a visual way too. The M for stalagmite looks like them
Yes.
sticking out of the ground.
Okay, so it's a stalagmite. Thank you.
Yeah, tights are up top.
Yeah, I was thinking like T, like hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense because the bottom leg of the T would be hanging from. Yeah. Okay, I need to remember that.
Cool. Imagery. Perfect for ADHD brain.
Right?
Yeah, perfect. So, Hikara and Laji, you can now make that check with advantage. Whether you want it to be acrobatics or athletics is up to you.
All athletics here, baby. With advantage. That's a nat 20. 26 total.
You scale the side. You scale this 50-foot climb like it's nothing. Like you're almost standing standing horizontally, pulling the rope like one of the old, Adam West Batman scenes.
That would be a 19.
Nice. You are able to do it just as well. You find yourself climbing more traditionally a bit though. So when you are... Nope, I did not mean to open Steam. I meant to open Discord. Standing in the mouth of this cave, you can feel a distinct lack of a breeze coming from inside, which you think probably means that there is...
No other opening.
Yes, correct. There is no other opening. This is probably a cave just a cave that leads into the internals of the island.
Into the belly of the beast, everyone.
As you all are standing here, you now all can very distinctly hear what almost sounds like a mournful wailing that you would associate now, having been around it for a while, because probably took you about 10 or 15 minutes to climb up the wall and get everything established and send the rope down and stuff, with the wind blowing through the holes of the rock. And you do also hear a dripping coming from the island, from deeper inside the cavern. Again, you see this faint, flickery kind of torchlight, very, very deep into the cave.
May I ask, do we hear the whistling louder, or has it gone away?
It's just coming from all around you.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably a bit louder. Yeah. To answer your question. Is that all?
Yeah.
Cool. So, how would you like to proceed? You're stood about 50 feet up, standing kind of in this cave mouth. You've all successfully gotten up here.
I think Lashi's going to take the lead. And I'm debating whether or not to cast protection from good and evil and good on myself just yet.
I was gonna say that I'll go right behind you then, as we sort of start heading into the cave.
Perfect. So, any particular approach to it then? Who is after Eod, by the way? Because I do need to know marching order.
I would probably prefer to be in the back.
So we got Laji, Bucky, Eod, and Hikara.
That sounds about right.
Cool.
Actually, now that we're inside the cave, yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Can we see a cave network of sorts? Or is it like kind of one path?
There is one path directly ahead of you, and I am about to... Sorry, I have to do this fog of war thing to,
Okay.
selectively show you guys what you see,
I know my course of action.
Here. So you're kind of in this rocky cave mouth all around you. You hear the dripping coming from further in the cave. How would you like to proceed from here?
I'm first going to use Divine Sense.
Divine Sense?
Yes.
Cool.
Within 60 feet, anything. I can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead, that is not behind total cover. Within 60 feet, so there's literally nothing I'm wasting it. but that's fine. I chose to use it.
What is? Sorry, remind me of the tags for it. What types of entities?
Celestial, fiend, or undead,
Daddy.
You sense
or
an
anything
undead.
affected by the house. So.
You sense an undead within 15 feet of you, kind of up a bit.
Oh.
When I say up, I mean like on the ceiling.
I know its exact location.
You know its exact location?
Well, it says I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead, so
Cool. So
I would know where it is. This would give me the opportunity for a surprise attack if you would allow it.
I mean, yeah, go for it. Can you see this guy that I have currently out, this weird abomination thingy?
Hold on, let me move over to the quest portal. Sorry,
No, you're good.
I've got a lot of tabs on my phone open. 1 second for it to load up.
While that's loading, I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
What sort of light level are we working with here?
Dim light. So anyone with dark vision has, I believe it's up to 60 feet of
Mine says
grayscale.
60.
Yeah, cool. Hakara, I believe you have 30 feet because you don't specifically have dark vision.
Where would I find that?
I know you don't have dark vision.
I found mine under features and traits all the way at the bottom.
Got it.
But so because I have dark vision, would I also spot this undead or not?
Make a perception check.
Well,
Okay.
whether you do or not, I was about to inform everyone at it.
Oh, well, perfect.
And as I kind of like, I kneel down, you know, sort of and look back in a hushed tone, and like, look up. In a whisper, I just kind of say, look up. Direct anyone's attention who can see it.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I have this backwards. Bucky and EO, they're supposed to be swapped. Cool. Yeah, so are we attempting to stealth on this guy?
I would believe
That was
so.
kind of my thought.
Cool. Group
Because are
stealth
we
check.
We
both
need to
able to stealth
retroactively-
on it?
Go ahead, King.
I was just gonna say group stealth check then. Everybody make a stealth check for me.
Okay, yeah. Fair. I was about to, that's what I was asking, if we needed to go ahead and do that.
I got a dirty 20.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah.
The 17.
13
I
plus
got
5.
a 14. Laji 14.
So far,
Baby bubble.
yeah, it seems to have not noticed you. So far as you can
Perfect.
tell, it's kind of looks like it's like suction cupped to the ceiling, lying in wait.
Alright.
This hallway is about 10 feet wide, maybe 15 in the largest area, just enough that you can get past each other, but not wide enough that more than two people can stand shoulder to shoulder. So just so you know, just so you're aware of the space you're working with.
Alright, so he is vertical, yes?
Yes, he's currently on the ground, but that's just because 3D. He
Yeah,
is
that's
on
fair.
the ceiling mechanically.
There are a couple options then. Either one of the casters can do it. Our ranger has a bow? Question mark.
Yes, I do.
Or I can throw a hand axe at the fucker. If no one opts to attack, I will roll to throw a hand axe at the fucker.
I have no problem using my bow, but I also have acid splash as a cantrip that my
Ooh.
range is 60 feet.
Is it a cone?
I
Is it a
believe. I believe it just is single target.
If you want to throw acid at it,
I
that's
don't
fine
know.
by me.
I do have frostbite.
Yeah, it's single target, so you would make it would make a dex save.
Yeah, a dex save of 11 or better.
Would that dex save be at disadvantage for a stealth attack of some sort with it, or would it being a spell not?
I think that's fair. Yeah, so it would be at disadvantage. Yeah, that's probably not rules as written, but I would allow that.
I just feel like, you know, if something doesn't know an attack is coming, it can't prepare to avoid it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So either you'll attack with advantage unless you're Hakara, because Hakara doesn't have dark vision. Sorry. Or it will have disadvantage on saves.
Okay, I was just looking at damage options. And my longbow has the chance of like almost twice as much damage. So I think if I'm going to be the one to attack, I'm going to use my longbow.
Perfect. Raji's going to draw his maul.
So then, did you say that I roll with advantage for a stealth attack?
Correct.
Okay.
And then after the first attack is made, roll initiative.
Yes.
A 22.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits. I don't have the thing up currently, but yeah, that hits. That definitely hits.
And 11 damage.
Ooh, nice.
It's a meaty one for a first hit.
Ew. God damn it, Dipper.
Okay, so now that I've made my attack, I roll for initiative.
Yes.
We should all,
everyone
I
roll.
believe.
Okay.
And you said that was 11 damage?
Yes.
Perfect. You okay, Kendall? Sorry.
18. 14 plus 4.
I got a 15.
I was going to say, hold off on telling me because I have a method that I would like to try to make this easier on us.
Okie dokes.
So, 20 to 25. Anybody have 20 to 25?
Me.
What'd you get?
20.
You got 20? Okay. Alright, 15 to 20.
Me.
Okay, what are individual scores? Eode, what is yours?
15.
15, and Bucky?
18.
Don't knock at me right now. I'm mad at you.
What do you do?
Pooped on her.
On my
I knew it.
literally just pooped on me, and I didn't realize it, and I dragged my hand through it.
And then Logi just...
Oh.
What is yours?
3.
Okay, cool.
And then he has the nerve to knock on my headphones.
Hikari, you're up first.
We're getting a surprise round, or no?
When it was hit with the arrow, it made this shrieking noise and dropped from the ceiling with a kind of a wet plop. It is actively aware of you all now.
Okay, cool.
So what you got for me, Hikara? You got Quest Portal open? Can you see what the battlefield looks like?
Yes.
I'm actually going to move Eod and Bucky, or not Bucky, Laji, to kind of be like that, because that makes sense to me for you to have made the hit, you know.
So, may I ask something first before I try to hit this thing?
Yeah, go for it.
You did say this thing was undead.
Yes.
Does that mean necrotic damage won't do anything?
You don't have a frame of reference to know.
Okay.
You can make a check, maybe an Arcana or some sort of wisdom based.
I'm just kind of curious.
Typically, undead don't like necrotic damage. Doesn't fuck with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I will say, not a lot of stuff has resistance. Just so you know, in 5e.
Okay, so it's only about 25 feet in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm measuring it correctly. I would like to cast Frostbite. I need a Constitution save.
Does a 9 save?
No.
Okay. It fails the save. What kind of damage you got for me on that?
That is 5 cold damage.
Ooh, nice.
And it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll before the end of its next turn.
Nice. Is that all you got for me?
I would also like to cast Shillelagh on my
On your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bucky, you're up.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I never like hearing that. You know, there's not a lot of enemies that are good at wisdom saves.
Usually
for-
humanoids are probably your best bet.
Well, I was going to say, except for when you roll a natural 20.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's really upsetting because I rolled for damage and that would have been 14 damage.
Jesus, I'm so sorry. Do I take half damage still, though? Or is it...
Oh, that's it.
On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Wait. Yeah.
What are we counting? Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Cool. So it still takes half damage. What's the damage? 14, you said?
Yeah, so it'd be 7.
Jesus Christ. Some of its tentacles slap against the odd mound that is its head. Do you have anything else for me, Bucky?
No, I'm just kind of upset that bro didn't enjoy my little Space Jam solo that I gave him.
Speaking of, bro, doing some Space Jam shit.
Yeah.
Is it time to slam now?
Sorry.
Is it time to slam now?
Oh yeah, actually, as it charges towards you guys and makes one attack against Eode. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay. One attack against Laji. What the fuck? Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. And it is going to shoot some of the spines that are coming off of its body at... Does it have the range to do, though? Do that part? 10 feet. It does not. So it is going to shoot its spines at the big dude that probably looks the most threatening.
Yeah, give it to me.
A 19 hit.
It does.
I need a Constitution save against poison.
Yep. I knew it. That is a 19 save.
You save, but you do take 3 poison damage.
Alright, that's fair.
Next up is Eode. You are up.
Okay. I want to first strike out with give without using the special magical properties.
Cool. Make that scimitar attack for me then.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Awesome. 4 damage.
Laji, go ahead and heal that damage up. It was supposed to roll with disadvantage, so it definitely would not have made that attack.
Was? Okay.
Yeah, because Hakara frostbited it.
Oh yeah. Well, no. It would have rolled disadvantage at its first weapon attack. Unless
True, you're right.
the first strike.
Yeah, you are right, because it is next weapon attack. Cool.
Yeah, it would only be the first one on their turn, so I still take that damage.
Thanks for keeping me honest. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Did you get the 4 damage?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I want to use take. Not with its charge, just
Cool.
as a scimitar.
Yeah, go ahead and run that for me. Beat him up.
Does a 25 hit?
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure that hits. Wait, doesn't that mean you rolled a nat 20?
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's a crit.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll 2d6 plus your mod.
You take 12 damage.
You cut down this thing's body, and it kind of falls into a puddle, into 2 distinct puddles on either side of your blade as you kill it.
Amazing.
Well, you didn't even get to fight.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're getting some really bad roboting. Oh, I think it fixed itself. I think. Alright, well, as...
Elongated noise, Eode.
Oh, me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Fixed
Is it still
itself.
giving you problems?
No,
No, you're good now.
Okay, Sorry, we're having problems with my internet. So
Okay.
No, you're good. Discord already had a aneurysm once today, so. As this thing falls dead, you hear this from not much further in, maybe another 60 feet inside. This echoey, this anguished wail, shatter forth from deeper in the cavern.
I would like to make a helpful suggestion to Eod, please.
By the way, out of initiative order, just so you guys,
Can I make a helpful suggestion to you, Eod? I came up with something to help you convey whether or not you want to use your magical abilities on your scimitars. A little bit easier, so you don't have to repeat so many words. If you don't want to use the magic, I'm suggesting that you use the word raw as a suffix. Raw give, raw take.
okay.
If that
So
helps, so
that's
you don't
without
have to use
the
so
magical
many
property.
words. That would be without it, and then I guess you could say magic give, magic take, so that
Okay.
just to help you convey
Yeah,
that
thank
you
you.
want to or don't want to use that ability a little bit easier.
Yeah, because it is a little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
All right. That's all. I guess we're heading in for more combat.
So is that is a rush in the thing that you're gonna do?
We have no way of knowing if our presence is known.
Not really.
Okay.
I was gonna say it would be safe to assume that after something dies that you killed and there's an anguished wail, you're probably found out.
Anguish whale, humanoid.
You can't really tell.
Bucky is gonna sprint down the aisle.
Eod not far behind, or fuck, Laji not far behind. Eod was on the brain. What the hell?
Cool. So, this next map is a little big, just so you guys know. It's very loud. There's just a lot to look at, and I just want you all to be prepared.
Holy fun. Isla del Muerta, huh?
I mean,
that's the vibe I'm getting. This is Pirates of the Caribbean, where the Mayan gold is stored.
I mean, like, you definitely get the vibe that there's a whole lot of, from what you could tell, ships were being attacked, things were being stolen, people were being stolen. Yeah, it's...
Holy fun.
It's this huge room, and the smell of decay is very evident in this room. You think a lot of the foodstuffs around here have just been left to spoil, because there's just like sacks of grain, crates of old rotting meat. There's like slurry in the floor where seawater has eroded burlap sacks and paper sheaths of paper and stuff. This room is a complete and total utter fucking mess.
So what I'm kind of hearing is whatever this thing is literally just took everything and put it in one place.
It's a hoarding creature, yeah.
Okay.
That gives the assumption that the people it took are probably still alive.
Well,
at least some of them.
From your distance, you can see, except for Kara, that in in one of these cages on this center island, there are 3 little girls. They look scared and horrified, and they are in a cage. On this center island is kind of a table made of bone with what appears to be ritualistic tools and some other odds and ends. You can see the glittering of coins. There's a few like burlap satchels on the table. There's also a second empty cage on this center island.
I have a question.
You said that. Go ahead.
Did we catch in a conversation how many children there were, or did we forget?
So far,
I don't think we did.
well, so far as you know, I may have not told you, but my intention was that you were to pick this up through conversations throughout town. That there are 5 missing kids total. There are the 2 from the man that spoke to Laji, that confronted Laji, and then 3 more other unrelated kids. I say unrelated as in they are not brother and sister or anything.
I've got a fucking terrible feeling, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now.
Any questions
I
about the
wonder if
environment
you-
or anything?
May I inspect from a distance the table made of bone?
How would you go about inspecting it?
I just want to give it a good enough look to discern whether or not I can identify what kinds of bone it's made from.
Various, but I feel the question that you're looking for here is is there's definitely human bone in it.
Fun. What are the size of these human bones?
Average adult.
Huh, okay.
I've put you guys in
Noted.
a certain place, but don't, the only person that has to be where they are is Laji because of the investigation. If you want more detailed, make an investigation check, but, those are things that you definitely get at a glance.
I got all the information I could ask for.
Cool.
I shudder to free the children just yet. Because at least in the cage, they're safe.
Who out of the can I see the children from where I am? Can I see who looks the most calm?
They're all kind of shivering and scared, looking at you with wide eyes very quietly. And there's one of them that just has her head down and is kind of rocking with her arms around her knees. The other 2 are kind of huddled together in the backmost corner, crying. They're very distressed.
Okay. The one on the map that's closest to us, I'm going to send a message to her, and I'm going to say, "We're here to save you. You're safe." Do you have any information about your surroundings that you can use to help us?
Okay, you're sending this message to who? Just so I'm 100% certain.
Looking down, huddled over, the one that wasn't like the 2 in the corner.
So the one that's kind of more by herself. You don't get a response.
Okay. Can
I'm seeing
I
some shit.
say the same thing to the girl on the right?
She looks very scared and she says out loud, don't let her come back.
Don't let who come back?
She's scary. I don't know who she is.
When she leaves this room, does she come in the direction that we came from, or is there possibly another passage that she left through?
I don't know. I can't see much around here.
Bucky's just gonna look at the group. He's not. He doesn't know.
Would Bucky be telling us that they are communicating?
They're speaking out loud. The child is.
Once she responded out loud, I was answering out loud as well.
Okay. I feel like even though I can't kind of see where they are, I would probably ask out, do you know why she's holding you?
I don't know. She makes these things. She sews them. Enough! The third child that was sitting closest to the door stands, and as she does, her features kind of melt away, and she kicks this door open,
I knew it.
revealing herself to be this. I mean, like, she's a sea hag. I'll get the picture. Yeah.
I knew it. That was the bad feeling I had, guys. That was the bad feeling I had.
I had a bad feeling, but it was a different bad feeling. I'm gonna keep it.
I'd probably have that same bad feeling as well.
It's great. At time.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, baby.
Well, okay then, Dipper.
If everybody could wouldn't mind doing their initiative roll in D&D Beyond for me, just so it's easier for me on this one with the.
Fuck. All right. That's fair.
Well, actually, what did you roll? Because I just realized I can actually input it by hand.
I rolled a 13 total.
It's a 13 for me as well.
I think your dex might be higher.
Bucky, you're up. Excuse me, up first. So this one has kicked the door open and taken a step out, and now oh, that token is really big. That's better. That's more accurate. Okay. Alright, there you go.
Where is this person? Okay, I see him.
About 10 feet away from you.
Beautiful.
Is this area here? Is there a door along this way?
Yes, it is actually. You can see that I'm doing a line, right?
Yep. Okay. It's
on
facing-
that wall.
Shoot. Okay.
I think I know what you're thinking.
All right. I gotta get you away from these kids, so I'm gonna smack you with another dissonant whispers. Make another wisdom save, and don't succeed.
Does a 9 pass?
Absolutely not. Here comes your damage.
Get fucked, he said.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again because the dice that you gave me in Virginia just rolled 3 6s in a row.
Yeah, go for
Ooh.
it. If it feels unfair, that's fine.
Yeah, that was another 6, a 5, and a 2. So that's 11.
11.
Thir- thir- 13.
Yeah, 13.
So that puts me at 4. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong thing. $13 damage. Cool. Perfect. All right, and remind
not
me.
forget,
I was gonna say,
maximum-
remind me of the additional effects.
You must use your turn's action to get as far away from me as possible.
Cool.
I
Perfect.
knew you were gonna do it.
Get away from these fucking kids.
All right.
I think we're on the same page, Bucky.
Is that what all you got for me this turn?
Um,
I'm
I like
just
the
making
happiness
sure
in
that
your voice.
I'm just
There's
making
an
sure that you're
excitement.
finished. I'm not asking you to do anything extra. You know.
I
There's an
don't
excitement
have.
behind your words.
Well, I haven't thought of a good rhyme or phrase yet, but I want to use
Shit.
my bardic inspiration.
What?
I forgot an effect that she has, but I'll start it next turn.
I give me a round to think. I'm gonna end my turn here.
Cool. I mean, if you want to give the inspiration and then come back with the talk, what you say later, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, we're gonna give it to Laji.
Cool. Hakara, you are up next. Laji, you have a bardic inspiration.
What does that give me?
That gives you an additional, I believe right now it's a D4 on top of any attack, ability check, or saving throw for the next 10 minutes.
I got D6.
Oh, so it's
Oh, so a D6 on top of it.
so I get a plus D6 to roll to hit or saves.
Yes.
Or attack. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be
Fuck
added
yeah.
after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Okay, fair.
Hakara, you are
I
up.
understand that what that means.
Is she still pretty close to the kids?
Yeah, she hasn't had the chance to move yet. She will on her turn.
Okay.
Wait a second, Hakara. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. A 9.
You are frightened. You have disadvantage on ability check and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to it, which is the hag.
Okay.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. With disadvantage if she's in line of sight, which she is, but, you know. Your best bet would be to make her do a saving throw, because then you don't have disadvantage or anything. Just tactically. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to figure out the best action due to the kids being behind her. I'm gonna go ahead and go with frostbite again.
Perfect. That's a saving throw for me.
Yeah, it's a constitution.
She is not. Actually, is pretty great at con, but she rolled a 13. Does that save?
Nope.
It does not save. Cool.
Constitution is 14. Save. Yes. with a 4 cold damage.
And she has disadvantage on her next weapon attack roll, right?
Correct.
Perfect. All right. Laji, you are up.
Beautiful. Let's see here. Reloading. I like I said, tons of tabs open. I
You're
have to
good.
reload it.
You are currently standing 10 feet away from her, just so you know.
Okay.
Know where you're at.
I'm going to close that distance.
I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. I'll go ahead and close that distance. And you said wisdom. Hold on. What is my threat? Probably 0, I think.
Probably. I don't have open link in new tab.
Really, you
Oh no, it's +2. Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Does a 12 save?
A 12 does save.
Perfect. Alright, so I've moved in front of this bitch. And now I'm going to make an attack with my maul.
Let it rip.
I can apply after I see the roll, but before I see whether I get the hit.
Correct. So if you're like, I roll an 11,
and I'm not
go
sure.
ahead and add
Fuck
that.
it.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so. I think I'm going to add it. So I rolled a 7. So 7 plus the original 6 for proficiency would be 13. So I'm going to add the other 6 for 19. Does that hit?
That hits.
Cool. I just wanted to be safe there. I am also going to expend 1 spell slot to add Divine Smite.
Fuck her
Because
up.
fuck this hoe. So the maul will be 2d6 plus 4. That's a 6.
Don't forget
That's
you
4.
have your great weapon master. Since this is two-handed, if you roll a 1 or a 2, you can reroll.
Oh, that's fine. I rolled a 6 and a 4, so that's 10 plus 4 is 14.
Oof.
And then I get 2d8 radiant damage.
Oof.
It's a 4.
And you don't have to,
And
but
a
you could
2.
add your d6 to that if you wanted to.
I already added the d6 to the hit.
Okay.
So 6 more for a total of 20 damage with a bludgeoning damage. 14 bludgeoning, 6 radiant.
You tear into her. You fuck her up real good. She's not happy with that. You smack her dead in the chest, and you can hear this wet, gasping sound as you knock the wind out of her. Eode,
Fuck
I
yeah.
believe you are up next.
Yeah. Since my map thing isn't working, how close am I to her?
15 feet.
Okay. I want to move that 15 feet and use raw give.
Perfect. Excuse me. Go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Does an 18 hit?
Shit. Sorry. Hold on. I keep forgetting that she... Can you make a
Wisdom
wisdom
save.
save for me?
Oh, yeah.
I always forget the active every turn saves.
4.
You are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Hakara, you need to repeat the save because it was at the end of your turn. At disadvantage, though, because she is within line of sight. You can avert your eyes to do it without disadvantage, I will say. So
skip Eode's turn then.
No, you can't willingly move closer, which I'll. It's my fault that I didn't do that first, so you
Damn.
are free to move your movement.
I wish I would have done it without, or with looking away.
You made the save.
With the 12?
Yeah, it's an 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But yes, you are now frightened for 1 minute, and that means attack rolls and ability saves are with disadvantage.
Okay. So then, since I can't move any closer, can I still use my longbow?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, but you said roll with disadvantage for the hit?
Yes.
Okay.
So far.
Aw, man.
Oh.
Sorry, does a 9 hit?
9, actually. No, a 9 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Then I guess that's the end of my turn.
Cool. So. I am so sorry to do this to you again, Eode, but I also make that save again for me, that wisdom save, because you can save at the end of your turns.
Okay. A dirty 20.
Okay, you save
There
out of
you
it.
go.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Laji, she is not happy with you because you just
Good.
smacked the shit out of her, and she has to spend her turn running away. Her full movement speed.
I was
Beautiful.
wrong. You want to retcon that? You were supposed to use your reaction to move immediately. I was wrong.
Reaction, action, either way, it doesn't matter. We are playing not crazy strict or anything. So she needs to move 30 feet away from, just like fuck off away from you, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
as far away from
Would
me as possible.
she? Would she?
Yeah, she's gonna suffer opportunity attacks from
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the wording to put it all together.
everyone. Everyone.
God. This bitch is dead.
Yeah, everybody make an opportunity attack who wants to. It uses your reaction. You don't have to do it.
Well, that's sad.
What is opportunity attack? Like, how do we roll for that?
You just
Yeah.
roll for a hit.
Yeah, it can be an unarmed or a weapon attack, whatever you have in your hand. It's basically just like a, oh shit, don't fucking run. You're just like making a swing at her, whether it's your
Swinging
fist
out.
or your weapon.
I can tell you
So-
I missed. I rolled a 1.
May I?
Is she going directly past us?
Yes, she is like behind Hakara now. Until
Okay.
somebody hits her. That is her path. She stopped it when you hit her.
I rolled a 16.
16 does hit, so she would.
Not go fucking far. Beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say she gets like 3 feet away. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
8 plus 3, 11. Sorry that I hit. I didn't realize that was gonna stop her.
Well,
I'm not worried about it. That keeps her close to me again.
Well, I was gonna say you don't have to do it. If you want to retcon that, that is perfectly fine with me. Because if you don't have all the information, I'm not gonna hold you accountable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, everybody wanted to kind of get a smack. I'm gonna let her go.
Cool.
I rolled a
You know
1,
what?
so I missed.
Bucky wants her away from the kids.
So she is going to run past, or try to run past you, Eo.
I rolled a 10. Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay.
Hakara, what you got for me?
May I ask, How long has it been since our first encounter
What do you mean?
with the creature?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I was just wondering if I still had Shillelagh cast because I didn't use it, but it only lasts for 1 minute.
No, it's a
So-
cantrip, so you can cast it freely.
I just didn't know if I would be able to before a reaction.
No. A reaction is
An
literally
attack roll
Yeah,
of some sort.
yeah, it's either an opportunity attack or something that you have that specifically has the reaction tag.
Yeah. So. I.
She's 5 feet from you. Unless you smack
You
her,
are very
she'll
large.
Be right beside you.
Could you make an opportunity strength check to knock the bitch down?
I mean, like as a barehanded attack, yes. I don't know. Knocking prone,
yeah, like
I
a
think would
push.
be.
It's a 9.
It's a 9? Okay. So, is that all that she can do on her turn, Bucky? Okay, cool. Hakara, she is going to try and attack you. And miss epically. She's just so frazzled. Bucky, you are up, but I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah. So I can watch.
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. Fuck her horrific appearance. Everyone is now immune to the effect, so no more saves.
No way!
Yeah, once you
You should
save,
not
you're
have given-
immune for 24 hours.
You should not have given me these dice.
Oh, good lord. What do we got going on?
What's my movement? If I can reach her, I got an idea. Where does it say where your movement is?
It should be. Sorry, hold on.
I think it's on the main page. Yeah, it's on your. Hell, it's really on every page. Honestly.
It should be at the very top if you're on the digital.
Oh, walking speed. Duh. Yeah. Okay.
I have to run to the restroom really quick. Sorry. I will be right back.
Go right ahead, bud.
Oops.
No, I'm not tired, honey.
Are you in there?
Nope, not getting there.
Then you get to go to bed.
When I get tired.
Yeah. When you get tired.
I don't know.
Yes. Go to bed. Daddy, can you put the fire on you?
No.
How about me?
No, absolutely not.
All right, sorry about that, guys. What you got for me, Bucky?
Does a 24 hit?
Yeah, 24 hits.
Okay, that is 10 damage. I stab you with my rapier. That's 10 piercing.
Beautiful, I love it. She is not having a good time. Hikara, you are up.
Now that she is away from the kids,
And she is also 5 feet away from you. Bucky has charged her and stabbed her with his rapier. She looks very haggard, by the way. She is not in the best state.
that is a crit fail. A 7.
I am so sorry, but that does not hit.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You got anything else for me?
I do not.
Okay. That brings us around to Logi.
All right. How far away am I from her?
I'm pretty sure about 25 feet. I don't have the page up right now.
I don't know how to do the whole measuring thing on here.
I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, 25 feet.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna close that distance and maul her again. Alright, this time I'm not going to do the Divine Smite,
That's perfectly fine.
but it won't matter either way. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
A 10 does not hit.
Alright, that's all I got.
That means that Eode, you are up.
All right. Let's do. How far away am I?
I believe about 10 feet.
About 10 feet. Okay. Let's move that 10 feet and then use. Who else is near me?
Everyone at this point is within 5 feet, yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to use Magic Give.
Oh, perfect. I love it.
Well, within 10 HP.
Okay, so never mind. I'm not going to use Magic Give.
Okay.
I want to use Raw Take, though, as my bonus action.
Cool.
Does an 11 hit?
An 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. In that case, I am done.
So sorry about that.
That's okay.
An 8 doesn't hit anyone, I'm pretty sure. Bucky, you're up. It's time to change these dice. Hold on.
Alright. Don't fuck you with the Bucky. There's a 15 hit.
15 does hit.
We're going to stab.
Damn it, that pokey poke.
Okay. Because I hit maximum damage with it, 11, I want to say Bucky like kind of stomped the floorboard to knock her off balance before thrusting with the rapier.
I'm sorry, run me through what just happened?
That's 11 rapier damage. So, or piercing damage with the rapier. So I want to say Bucky kind of stomped on the floorboard that we're standing on, the kind of bridgey thing, to
Yeah.
knock her off balance, and then he thrusted forward.
I gotcha. Okay. And that's 11 damage, you said. Oof, she's not a fan of that. Hakara. You got this.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits. So you fling this shard of ice at her. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Did it say damage? Or no?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It's waiting for roll, it says.
Okay.
I don't know why it's glitching out so bad. I'm sorry. Let's
No,
look at the
it's
game
okay.
log.
Give me one sec.
You want to just roll a d10 because it's just glitching out.
Yeah, my character sheet was glitching pretty bad. That's a 1.
You can roll a physical d10, is what I'm saying.
It's okay. I'll take the 1. It's piercing damage.
Does that have an additional effect?
Yes. You have to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
Everyone needs to do dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh, I didn't
Pull up
realize that everybody was in front of me.
21.
my.
Does a 14
Pull up my
save?
stat.
I got a 24.
I think 14 saves.
Cool.
But let me just.
4 doesn't, I assume.
A 4 does not.
Beautiful. Whatever happens, happens.
2d6 ice damage.
That's fine.
So everybody.
So Hakara and Laji take 2d6 ice damage.
Makara takes it?
Yeah, because she's within the 5 feet.
Who's casting right now?
Hakara.
I don't understand. Is it a circular area?
So
Not a cone?
she throws a blade made of ice, and then when it hits, it explodes.
It explodes. Got it. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't fully understand what was happening. Okay. All right, so I will take 8 damage.
Is it 8 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Laji, you are up. Are you done with your turn for card? Okay, cool. Yeah, Laji, you are up.
Alright. Going to make another maul attack. Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
Sweet. 2d6. Alright, so 6 plus 4, 10 damage. Bludgeoning.
She kind of makes this hiss at you as she coughs up blood. Eode, you are up.
Okay. Let's try magical give one more time.
Yeah, let's run it.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. In that case, I want to use raw take.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Does a 10 hit? That's a no.
No, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Then my turn is over.
So, Laji does a 9 hit.
It does not.
So everyone gets an opportunity attack as she tries to jump into the water.
Ew.
Get fucking shit on.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay. Then for me, that's 7 slashing.
Oh, beautiful. How do you want to do this?
Oh shit. Here it comes.
Let me think. I want to make a slashing, like a diagonal slashing motion from her shoulder to her hip, but like cut her in half.
Question real quick.
Yeah, shoot.
Question real quick. We forgot about our companion.
Josephina.
Yeah, she is back on the ship. Like,
Okay.
yeah, she was not. If we didn't explicitly say it, she was not about to like go into a dark
Fight.
dank
Okay.
hole. Yeah, she's like, I'm
Yeah,
here
I just
for
wanted to
the
make sure.
kids. You know.
I wanted to make sure. Okay.
She's not like the rest of us murder hobos.
Yeah, so you strike her dead.
Awesome.
You are now out of initiative order. And I will let you guys know I have some loot for you sat on the bone table amongst the various detritus. Who is the treasurer? Okay, you're going to need to take some stuff down.
By the way, I just now remembered where I had put it. But as a group, we have 2 rubies, 3 pearls, and 112 gold.
Oh, we're rich. We're fucking loaded.
Okay. I'm ready.
So I'm gonna start with the money.
Okay.
On the table, and you know there is a total of 486 gold, 124 silver,
Wait, 128?
24 silver,
24 silver.
68 copper. And then I have items for you all. I don't know who wants to take down what items, but I have a list of the items that I will post into the chat. I'm going to go ahead and read them through as soon as they get posted.
Hold on, Biscuit.
So
Put
sat
your sweet ass on reading.
on this table, there is a bag of holding, a bag of tricks,
Oh,
a circlet of blasting, a set of boots of elven kind, a wind fan, a periapt of health, 2 containers of restorative ointment, 3 potions of healing, and 2 potions of greater healing.
Can I ask what a wind fan does?
Yes. So these are all items that are you should be able to access on D&D Beyond. So let me go to the thing and what game rules, magic items. The wind fan. While holding this fan, you can use an action to cast the Gust of Wind spell, save DC 13. Once used, the fan shouldn't be used again until the next dawn. Each time it is used again before then, there's a cumulative 20% chance of it not working and tearing into useless, non-magical tatters. So basically, once per day you get Gust of Wind. You can get it more than that, but it has a chance of breaking if you do use it more than that.
basically, you're saying in total, you can get 6 uses on a good day.
Yeah.
On if you use it that 7th time, it's a guaranteed break.
Yes. I mean, statistically. You never know what you might fucking roll.
Got it. I'm interested in 2 of them, but I'm not sure what they both are either.
Let me know and I can read the effects.
The Boots of Elvenkind and the Circlet of Blasting. I don't know what either of them are.
Boots of
I have
Elvenkind
Boots
give
of
you
Elvenkind.
advantage on all stealth checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, sorry.
Circlet of Blasting gives you the ability to... while wearing the circlet, you can use an action to cast the Scorching Ray spell. When you make these spells attack, you do so with an attack bonus of +5. The circlet can't be used this way again until the next dawn. Once per day, you get Scorching Ray with a +5 attack bonus to it.
And then the Periapt of Health is a health buff. So.
Yes. It is. You are immune to contracting any disease while you wear this pendant. If you are already infected with the disease, the effects of the disease are suppressed while you wear the pendant.
Hold on. Harkari's thing is a condition, not a disease.
I'm sorry?
A magical condition. Harkari's thing is a magical condition, not a disease of some sort.
What do you mean? Her
everything that dies.
Yeah, that's not a disease or anything.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I think I'll just let everyone else decide.
Could you read what the Bag of Tricks is?
Yes. So you particularly, let me make sure, because there are a couple of different variations. Yes. Okay. So you have the tan bag, and I'll just go ahead and read it all. This ordinary bag made from gray rust or tan cloth appears empty. Reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small fuzzy object. The bag weighs half a pound. You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8, consulting the table that corresponds to the bag's color. See the listing for the statistics. The creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. The creature is friendly to you and your companions and acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or give it general orders, such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn. Your particular array of creatures are a jackal, ape, baboon, axebeak, black bear, giant weasel, giant hyena, and a tiger.
The heck is
I think EO should have the Pokeballs.
I'd be down to carry the Pokeballs.
I'm sorry, but this is what I imagine.
Yeah. The weasel.
If you've seen the second Suicide Squad movie, you know.
This is an axebeak. Can you see it?
Oh, okay.
Big ass bird.
Yeah, it's a big bird with a very hard, large beak. Any other questions about any of the items?
I think I'll let everyone else decide what they want before I pick.
We probably went over it, but I missed it due to having to take Biscuit out. What is the Circlet of Blasting?
It allows you to cast Scorching Ray with a +5 bonus once per day.
Okay.
And just so you know, Restorative Ointment. You use an action to swallow or apply it to the skin, and you receive 2d8 plus 2 hit points. Cease to be poisoned and are cured of any disease. And each one has 5 charges, so 5 uses.
So that would be 10 total uses.
Correct.
And then the bag of holding is just unlimited storage.
To a degree. It does have some limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
How about we store daggers in it? Cough, cough. I'm not going to do that.
I wouldn't mind taking the bag of holding, and I would hold on to some of the potion of healing, just to use for everybody.
So, do you want to, because there are 2 greater healing and 2 healing.
Only 2 healing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Restorative Ointment acts as 1, and there's 10 charges total, 2 Restorative Ointments.
You typed 3 potions of healing.
Yeah, there are 2 greater healing ones, though.
Okay, confusion. Sorry.
No, I might have misspoke. I apologize.
Has somebody already taken the potion of healing?
So, there are 5 potions total. 2 of greater.
There we go.
And 3 regular. So there's 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of greater healing.
No one has claimed any.
Okay. I mean, if everybody would like, don't. If everyone would like, I can just hold on to the potion of healing and the potion of greater healing. Since I would have the bag of holding.
Fair.
Cool.
And of course, I would use it for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it can be distributed later on. Who wants the restorative ointments?
I think that should go to Bucky, considering the first couple of encounters we had.
All right, Insta died.
Maybe.
I was gonna say I can take the Parafat of Health. But I'll also take what we were just talking about, the ointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can take the ointment too.
Whatever is left once everyone has decided what they want.
So
I guess I'll take it.
We got the bag of holding. Hakara, did you want the circlet of blasting?
Wait, on it. Please.
I'll let someone else do that one if you want.
Cool. Who wants the circuit of blasting?
It's gonna get closer. Now you can.
I'm being that way too. It's okay. I don't want to take something that someone else has interest in,
Yeah.
or that might work better with a specific build.
I'll say circlet of blasting is good just anywhere because you don't have to have a spell bonus. It has a natural +5 attack bonus to it, and you don't have to have spell slots or anything like that.
Did anyone claim the wind fan yet?
No, the things that are up for claim right now are the Wind Fan, the Boots of Elvenkind, and the Circuit of Blasting.
Okay. So I was thinking the wind fan would be great for a caster, seeing as they don't deal in direct combat. They can just say, "Get the fuck away from me." If that's how the Gust of Wind spell works. I assume it's a pushback.
Let me double check. Also, go ahead and take 3rd level, guys.
Yeah.
A line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration, up to a minute. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line.
Shit.
Also, any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. Basically, it's difficult terrain.
So, yeah.
It disperses gas or vapor, extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames. It causes protected flames, such as those in lanterns, to dance wildly, and 50% chance to extinguish. As a bonus action, you can change the direction until the spell ends.
Alright, so I think I've been dancing around it. I think I'll take the Boots of Elvenkind.
That is great.
That's a stealth advantage.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna
That
say
covers one of the bases I lack in.
Yeah, I was gonna say heavy armor gives you disadvantage. So
that balances it then.
Yeah. Add to your equipment.
So now all that's left is the Circlet of Blasting and the Wind Fan.
Yes.
You got the Pokeballs.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't even think of them as Pokeballs at first. I can't wait to see the giant weasel in action, honestly.
Oh, and the way that it's worded, you can. I think Bucky should have the wind fan. Honestly.
Okay. I'll take it.
Bucky,
Question about
Bucky
the
or
wind
Hakara?
fan, however. Question.
Yes.
So the wind would be moving in a singular direction while it is moving.
Correct.
Anything
you can
moving
use,
against it would have a disadvantage in movement.
Yes.
What
they get
about
half
anything
movement.
moving with it? No effect, or
I think no effect other than what it says, because it pushes.
Okay.
It already does push back 15 feet, so.
okay.
Circlet of Blasting is left. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Hakara taking the
Yeah.
Circlet of Blasting. Add to.
Add to cart, purchase, wait for delivery.
Cool. All right. And I think that is a decent play. It's 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for that session for tonight if everybody's okay with that.